So we are so happy to talk to you about how to reach out to your elected officials today. And we have some important tips we want to share that we're writing about in this blog post. However, we have our very own Cassie Rice, who formerly served as a staffer on Capitol Hill, and she was a gatekeeper for a local congressman. And so, Cassie, we're dying to ask you, what are your tips for reaching out to government officials?
My my tips for reaching out to government officials are a phone call is a very powerful thing. And it's a phone call to find out who handles the schedule for your elected official so that you can talk to the right person so that you can request a meeting. That is a very powerful, making sure you get to the right person and know which questions to ask and who to ask them.
And so what you're talking about is know the lay of the land inside each office
Yes.
and who does what. Sort of do a little bit of research. Is that what you're saying?
Do do some research. This leads us into the next tip, which is make friends with the staff of the elected official. Find out, treat them like they're a major donor. Find out when they're going on vacation, who their favorite sports teams are. What other things, Gail?
And I like to ask them when if they're going on vacation. I mean, we're just trying to be friendly with gatekeepers. This
Mhm.
is what we do in major gift fundraising all the time. And you can treat your gatekeepers to your elected officials the same way. Just smile into the phone or do a little emoji, whatever it takes. Just be charming. And we're professionally charming in nonprofit world, aren't we, Cassie?
Yes, very always. The last tip that I have is your elected officials want to hear about what's happening in their district and they want to hear about how the work that you do affects their constituents. They want to be able to take this information back to their colleagues and say, I heard from this organization in my district that does X, Y, and Z, and this is how what we are doing hurts them or helps them or affects them in any way. Gail, what do you think?
I agree so much, and I want to give you a couple of my favorite tips too. And that is try to work hard at the local level because your federal elected officials are locally based to include them in your events. And you can even honor them. You can even give them the mic at key moments when you're having a groundbreaking or an important moment. And the reason they're going to say yes, of course, Cassie and I were laughing. They love to have a mic, right? You got to be
Mhm.
careful about the
Love
mic with
it.
a politician or elected official, just like our friends, the academics. But don't forget, everybody, that your constituency is full of voters. And it may be a constituency that doesn't know your elected official very well, and they want to be able to get in front of the demographics of your constituency because you have
Mhm.
voters. And so you are in a more powerful position than you might think to have the chance to connect your elected official with the constituency that they seek an audience in front of. Would you agree, Cassie?
Totally. When I was working for the member of Congress, we loved it when we heard from organizations that we didn't know. And that was an opportunity to grow our knowledge in the community and to meet new people and learn about issues for different groups of people.
So take away, everybody, your elected officials want to hear from you. They are more
Mhm.
accessible than you think. You are not lobbying. You're not necessarily doing advocacy. You're just information sharing. Is that how we
Mhm.
approach it?
Yes, information sharing and say, this is how the work that we do affects your constituents
Mhm. And your voters.
and your voters.